How big of a difference did the counseling you received here make?
It made all the difference, and me being able to stick with my decision.
Rango was quick to bring up screen time as a major disruption to sleep schedules for kids. That's why if your kid is watching this just before bed, it might be time to take the phone away. It's important to you to get more women of color involved in BMX. Why is that important to you?
Oh yeah, we do basketball, we do football, but we don't take the time to have the conversations with people of color about, oh, there are other sports.
He needed like blood or platelet transfusions because he wouldn't be quite like this.
So this is a good sign.
This is a pretty good sign, yeah.
Mother's Day is about recognizing the contributions of the mothers in our lives. One place seeing a lot of new mothers is the San Antonio Zoo. In fact, they're calling it a baby boom. These concrete beams, you put in about 50 of these?
Yeah, it was a total of 50 that needed to be installed.
Seeing the influx of migrants at San Antonio International Airport is, for Pamela Allen, a haunting reminder of her work overseas in the mid-90s.
It reminded me of those refugees from Bosnia and Sarajevo, and it is a bit overwhelming.
Allen says her organization, Eagles Flight Advocacy and Outreach, has been coming out once a week, handing out hot meals and childcare items.
We had so many people in line, and we weren't able to feed them all. And that was a horrific feeling for me, because some of those in the line were children.
31-year-old Yennefer Silva spent 23 days traveling with her 2 young children from Venezuela to the U.S.
Selva, río.
Jungle, rivers, swamps, forests, a lot of risks, a lot. We put our lives on the line, everything to be able to come here. Rivers with crocodiles, and streets with too much walking. Yesi Martinez says that for her family, the jungles were a bit intense, but they didn't feel safe staying in Venezuela.
El país está muy peligroso.
The country is very dangerous. Crime is very riotous, and the economy is very, very complicated. My husband and I really worked there, and the money was not enough for us. The money doesn't go far in Venezuela. Allen says the weekly trips to the airport have been costing Eagles Flight $500 each. She says on their own, they can only do so much.
Those warm meals do mean a lot to them, though. I'm hoping that some other nonprofits will jump on too and will say, yes, let's do this. Let's help this traveler.
In San Antonio, Alan Kozeluh, KENS 5. The San Antonio Riverwalk attracts millions of visitors each year.
The Riverwalk has always been an icon of Texan and San Antonio tourism.
Terry Corliss, owner of the Mad Dogs Restaurant Group, is the chairman of the newly formed Riverwalk Business Group.
We all have our respective titles. They've given me chairman, but it's really a conglomeration of invested long-term people that are passionate about the Riverwalk.
The group was formed in the wake of the pandemic to advocate for Riverwalk business owners.
We came together during that crisis and we became the voice because we had to talk about our own survival.
One of the concerns of the Riverwalk Business Group is visitors coming to the Riverwalk again and again just to have the same experience. It's a pattern they hope to disrupt.
Anybody that comes to San Antonio and sees the climate, here's the jazz that's playing it on the bend. This is a special, relaxing, fun environment, but we can add so much more to it.
With the worst of the pandemic behind them, Corliss says the main focus of the group will be steering the Riverwalk into the future.
We've got started, we've recognized the need, we've formed the team, and now we're really getting to work.
From downtown, Alan Kozeluh, KENS 5.
William, just thank you for agreeing to sit down.
Of course, thank y'all for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Starting off, cards on the table. I am not the biggest country music fan.
That's all right.
I actually kind of avoid it like the plague most of the time, but damn this heart of mine. There's something about your music that kind of breaks through. Why do you think that is?
I really don't know, and I do appreciate you saying that. That song specifically is sort of a departure from the record that I put out prior to this one. It's kind of got a little bit of a rock element to it, but I'm really excited to have these new songs and to put them out there, and that's just one of the songs, so we're about to put another one out, and I'm really excited about it.
You use a lot of Spanish language in your music. Tell me about growing up in Del Rio and how that influenced your work.
Growing up on the border, it's inevitable that a lot of the Mexican culture sort of is just around you and you pick up on it. It was a really big melting pot as far as the songs that we would sing, and then that sort of stuck with me even when I started doing my own thing.
In one of your songs, you talk about going to San Antonio. Now you're here in the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo. So how does it feel to be performing here?
It's a dream come true, man. I've been coming to this since I was a kid. To have opportunities like this, to do it and to live out my dream is really, really special.